Mic check 1, 2. First and foremost, let me know if you can hear me, man. We need to do a mic check. Yo, we talking about a few things, though. Many kids are struggling in school, but do their parents really know? Is it their fault? We're gonna talk about that. Facebook and Google is sharing people's data with the police. And a lot of people don't even know it. But do you even care? And we also talking about Massachusetts residents coming together to change the state flag over the white supremacy culture and a new resolution. We're gonna talk about all that and a whole bunch more. That's coming up. You kicking it with KC. Yeah, man. Hey, can you hear me? Popular topics, pop tops that may or may not be talked about in the news. Let me do a quick little check. I need to make sure. Okay, so you can hear me. All right, so anyway, many kids are struggling in school. Do their parents really know? This source is coming from apnews.com, the Associated Press. It's talking about a widely known fact that test scores from the pandemic set students back all across the country, not even specific markets, but all across the country. But a lot of parents don't realize it's really their child also, more than likely. Now, they're saying it's always been a long situation with schools not actually telling the parents what's going on with their child in school. The parent has to wait until they get a crazy call when their child then probably messed up and interrupted class for a month straight, and then they get a final call saying we can't take it no more. Like, where did this come from? You didn't tell me. Now they're saying, some advocates for the teachers are saying it's not the teacher's fault. They haven't been properly trained on how to talk to the parents. And some teachers even admittedly said, we don't want to interrupt parents of the low income bracket because they tend to not want to be worried about what their child is doing, or they don't want to be interrupted from their job. So we decide we don't want to tell those parents or call them too often. It's like, how you gonna decide first and foremost that this is just a low-income child? Yeah, you probably can tell from their dress and stuff like that, but you basically come into the visual conclusion that they poor, they don't give a damn about their child. That's not the case, and it's not up to the teacher to make that decision. Now, does the teacher need training on how to talk to a parent? I wouldn't think so. I would figure it's just two adults talking about a child. But apparently, teachers don't want to talk to parents. And specifically if they come from a low income background. Now they're saying in a 2022 survey by Learning Heroes showed 92% of parents believe that their child were performing at grade level. But in a federal survey, school officials said half of all U.S. students started this school year behind grade level in at least one subject. In at least one subject. It could be reading, writing, math, science, whatever the case may, sports. Your child is unable. They are not keeping up with the grade level standards in most cases, and you think your child is doing just fine. Now, how can the parents help if the parents don't even know how to do the work themselves? I heard they got a new 2023 multiplication system out there. They're not multiplying and adding like we used to. Now, my kid is only 1 right now, so I can only imagine the advanced level of long division and multiplication that they're going to have by the time he gets to high school and middle school. I'm like, I don't know nothing. And I consider myself to be pretty decent at math. You know what I'm saying? But saying all that to say, there's a disconnect between the teachers, the students, and the parents. The student not performing well in class. They're acting out. They're disrupting class. Why is this? Some of them are saying because they're just not performing good, so they're finding other ways to get distracted. They're not paying attention in class, so they're trying to maybe entertain other students or some things of that nature. So then as a result, they get in trouble. Teachers don't want to tell the parents until it becomes very, very bad. Where's the disconnect? Should the teachers just be talking to the parents? Absolutely, I think so. Without these conversations, you got examples of the parents having to rely on report cards. A lot of people say, you can tell if your child is doing bad based. Now, the report card gives you a broad view. It doesn't necessarily tell you the specifics of the child's consistency, the child's behavior, things of that nature. What should be done between the parent and the teacher and the child? First of all, yes, I think the teachers should be telling the parents everything. Everything. But you know what? This is the thought that I had. Why don't we just put cameras, live feed cameras in all the classrooms, all the schools. Live feed, let the parent be able to see their child at any time. With the child knowing that your parent can see you, even at work, pull your ass up, excuse my French, right there on the app, and see you live in class acting up. And just call you, or they just pull up on the school right then and there. Or it'll be a different subject. Or if they see something going on in the schools, they can come down here and react. You see what I'm saying? That's what I think. That shouldn't be too expensive. Put a little a ring camera in all these classes. I'm pretty sure all the parents will come up, chip in with that to do some live feeding. Yes, sir. That probably solve all the problem. But that's just me. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. I got the phone lines right here. 313-466-4386. I got another topic for you. Hang on real quick. Hang on right there. We want to talk about Facebook and Google. Something that you probably using right now. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, obviously you use it. Google. But check this out. According to Baller Alert, other sources too, law enforcement is requesting social media data from companies like Facebook and Google, or should we say Meta and Alphabet. Those are the parent companies of Facebook and Google. They're building cases against people and prosecuting them against crimes that they committed. Now, most of these crimes, or some of these crimes, include abortion. Yes, there's an example in here about a woman and her daughter from Nebraska facing charges of illegal abortion. Facebook gave the police the evidence of them having talks in exchange, or even sending links, or even doing specific searches on Facebook. Now you be like, what? Dang, the Facebook the feds? Yeah, boy. What did you think? It's a social media site. If the police comes there, ask them for some information, 9 times out of 10, I'm sorry, more specifically, 7 times out of 10, because they say they get over 400,000 requests from police a year, and they comply with about 70% of them. So they get just under 500,000 requests from police for information, and then they give up about 7 times out of 10 they're gonna give them that information. That other 3/3, 30% is probably a little small stuff where the police is just trying to get stuff just to get it, and it probably doesn't lead to a real crime. But if it leads to a real crime, Facebook's probably gonna give up that info just as well as Google, apparently, or Alphabet. And they getting people for searching and trying to do these illegal abortions. They go on the check out the website names though. The websites abortionease.com and bestabortionpill.com. If you don't think the police is attached to that, you crazy as hell. What's wrong with you? I would think like a dark web website will have a .net, .org or something like that. They got a .com with the most obvious titles in the domain. Boy, you going to jail. Or should I say, girl, you going to jail. That was crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, this is just an alert to let you know Facebook and Google will give your information out. If you out here putting your stuff, and I'm pretty sure Facebook and Google is just amongst many other platforms, amongst Snapchat, and I don't know about TikTok. That's a Chinese-owned company. But the point is, they're going to give your information up if you're doing goofy stuff on the internet. But should they? Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. I got one last topic for you. Check this out. We're talking about the state of Massachusetts. A couple residents in some towns around Massachusetts, this is coming from foxnews.com. Residents in Newburyport are demanding the city council replace the Massachusetts flag and seal, claiming that the imagery is problematic and helps promote the state's racial history. Massachusetts racist? What? I've never heard of that. How? No, not in my great state. That's what I'm pretty sure some people were thinking right now. So the thing about facing racism and stuff like that is, clearly you're not going to see it if you're on the other side of it. If you're on the side that's probably not going to get affected. You would never believe it. But believe it or not, yes, Massachusetts does have some racial history. I've been out to Boston. I've had my experience, not to say it was racist or not, but I had an experience. I'm just going to keep it moving in the story. But they're saying February 27th, a couple days ago, City Council was asked. They wanted to support the work of the Special Commission relative to the seal and the model of the Commonwealth. They want to replace the flag to reflect the diverse residents that are now living in Massachusetts. Now let's talk about the actual flag itself. What it is a white flag with like a blue shield and then like a gold person right there. Now they're saying it symbolizes white supremacy, and they, what is it? They say that the state seal supports the idea that white people are, quote, in charge of this world, and that we have to subdue the Native American people, end quote, through a colonizing and violent depiction. I'm like, whoa, that's a little bit deep, right? Like, I didn't know that. But am I surprised? No. Am I surprised? No. There's a lot of things in America that have started to come down, or the true history of it has started to come to light, and people are starting to say, we don't like this to represent us. Now, to be against that, it's like, do you still want this to represent us? I can really go down a rabbit hole with this, but I don't want to do that in this episode. The point is, to be on the side of the history of America that has definitely some dirt, some real dirt, just says a lot about you. It's like, some things, I get it. People might be too sensitive. But this, let's move forward with this. I'm not against this. I wouldn't be against doing all the flags. Let's do the American flag. I said it. Let's do the American flag. Let's do a revisit to the American flag. I think that should be redone also. What colors, what shapes, I haven't thought that all the way out, but I do think it should be more inclusive of what America is today. If we have a state flag, one state flag that people say symbolizes, let's get into the specifics of it. Both the flag and the seal depict a white hand grasping a colonial sword over the head of a Native American person. The emblems include the Latin motto, quote, Anse petit placidam sub libertate quietum, end quote. I tried. Which translate to, quote, she seeks by the sword a quiet place under liberty, end quote. Now they say the belt was patterned by the illustrator after the red flannel belt of Matacomet, who was the leader of the first native war of resistance against English colonization. His severed head was impaled on a pike and displayed in Plymouth for more than 20 years as a war trophy. That's just one part of the depiction. Now, when you have breakdowns like this, that brings a whole new perspective. You see things a little bit different. I'm looking at that flag completely different now. Now, are they just overdoing it? Being super sensitive? Should we really keep the flag? Is it not really that big of a deal? Do you see that same thing when you see that flag? Or does it really represent that and it gotta go? I say it gotta go. Get the American flag out of here. Let's change that up. Yeah, I said it. Let me know what you think. But I love America, though. Don't get it twisted. Go off in the live chat in the comments. Call into the show, 313-466-4386. Even Pepsi did a new logo over the years. That don't mean you hate Pepsi. You just change the look every now and then, couple 20 years or so. Anyway, let's go ahead and switch it up, man. We got to talk about more scenes I saw in Corn Stream. You know what I mean? That's TV shows and movies that we saw recently. Now, I want to start off. Both of these are comedy specials, right? Both black comedians, one female, one male. First, starting off with some more. Queen Chandelier, watch this on Netflix, no endorsement. This was an hour and 9 minutes total runtime. Now, according to Netflix, the description says the queen of comedy shines as she takes the stage to sound off on her suspicion of free stuff, social media prayer requests, fake lashes, and ugly shoes. All right, so what they were talking about was, she was talking about the Smack Shmeen and Divock, I should say. I don't want to say the word specifically to get flagged, but the point is, she was talking about that and how they were giving away for free everywhere. And she gets suspicious of when people give away stuff for free, especially when there's incentive for you to get something for free. I said the same thing. That was very weird to me. That was funny. She had some good points in that. She also talked about social media prayer requests. When you see somebody on putting all their business on social media, talking about their baby daddy or their baby mamas or their kids or whatever, or their relationship, all on social media, or they put that in the hospital and they say prayers up for me, but they don't say why. I'm not about to just pray for you just because you want some attention. And a lot of people don't be praying anyway. A lot of people just put prayer hands. You don't be praying. You don't be praying. What's your prayer then? Say it right now. That's what I thought. Anyway, she also talked about fake lashes and ugly shoes. Women having these fake eyelashes, which I don't understand either, but it is what it is. Play your game. And then ugly shoes. She was talking about Uggs. She said they so ugly you can wear them on the wrong foot and they still look the same. Yo, that was funny as that. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sommore deliver. I usually see Sommore as one of them black auntie comedians. No disrespect. Respectfully. Because I don't usually laugh at her jokes. She usually say stuff that my mom and my auntie would laugh at. But this one, she was hitting on some modern thoughts, bro. Some modern things that happen. Even though I was thinking, dang, people, comedians still talking about Divock and the Smack Shmeen. Like, why are we still talking about that? Like, like maybe her special was filmed like a couple years, like maybe it was a couple years ago or like right after the pandemic. I don't know, but anyway, the point is, it was decent. I suggest you watch it. Definitely gets a thumbs up from me. Go ahead and support it. Some more Queen Chandelier, hour 9 minutes total runtime on Netflix. No endorsement, but keeping it moving since we talking about Netflix, I can't give them the endorsement, but check this out though. We all saw, I don't know if you saw, Chris Rock's special live on Netflix for Netflix first time, Selective Outrage. 1 hour total runtime. This is not including the show before the show and the show after the show that they had with comedian Arsenio Hall, that Asian dude, I forgot, but he had a couple good liners in there. David Spade, Dana something, the other white guy that was there, and then JB Smooth, who was hilarious, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Why was he there? Why was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar amongst comedians? Why? Anyway, point is, it was an hour. Chris Rock talked about a lot. A lot of people watched this anticipating him talking about Will Smith and the situation that happened at the Oscars last year in 2022. He saved that for last. Of course, he talked about it. He talked about Lululemon selling $100 yoga pants and talk about they don't support racism or hate, but you out here selling $100 yoga pants. They don't got to be that much. I know you got margin. Y'all hate the poor people. That's what he touched on. I love that point. Talking about attention being a powerful drug. 4 ways to get attention: showing your ass, being infamous, being excellent, or claiming to be a victim. That's 4 ways to get attention on social media. He supports pro-choice, and I do too. He said, ladies, if you want to pay for the abortion yourself, then you should get the abortion. No, he said if you have to pay for the abortion yourself. And it took a minute to sink in. If you have to pay for the abortion yourself, you should get the abortion. I say, yo, what? I know YouTube is about to flag my show for saying that word so much. And he also talked about licking booty being more intimate than holding hands. Which is so true, dog. Or kissing. Because you would probably have a freaky night with a one-night stand with somebody and lick their booty. But you probably would be like, I'm not about to be seen in public kissing you. I ain't about to kiss you on the mouth. Or I ain't about to hold your hand. This ain't that. It's like, how backwards is that, bro? Bro, that's so backwards, but it's so true, dog. It's so true. Andy talked about Will Smith. Finally, he ended like the last 10 minutes talking about Will Smith. He says, Will Smith is physically way bigger than him. Will Smith practices selective outrage because out of all the people who've been talking mess about him, out of all the people he could have slapped, including August Alsina, who slept with his wife, he slaps Chris Rock, who makes a joke on stage. After Jada says Chris Rock should step down from the Oscars because Will Smith's concussion movie didn't get nominated or something. I didn't understand that part. But apparently Chris Rock's perspective is Jada Pinkett started, so he finished it. And then Will comes up and slaps him even though he practices selective outrage and is way bigger than him. Now, another thing that Chris Rock said, which was odd to me, I don't know if you caught this. He said, I tried to reach out to Will Smith to give him my condolences, but he didn't pick up for me. I'm like, why were you calling Will Smith for his condolences? To give him why are you giving him condolences? For what? That's what I didn't understand. But neither here nor there. That's what he said. That was weird to me. But he also called Jada Pinkett the B word. I don't know if that slipped because he was just in a mood. But Chris Rock got his off. Pause. He got it off. It was a year later, but he got it off. And it was worth it. It was worth it. Now, how will Will Smith respond? That's what'll be interesting. If he just lets it go, perfect. That's the best way to respond. If you say anything, you being emotional, y'all dragging it on, and you're really not sorry, even though you were the one that went on that apology tour. And then now you're saying you're done with that apology tour. But if you respond in any way, that means you're really not sorry at all. So I think the best way for Will Smith to respond is to not respond. That's just what I think. Other than that, Chris Rock's special was spectacular. And I give it 2 thumbs up. I literally rated it for the first time on Netflix. 2 thumbs up, man. Selective Outrage, Chris Rock on Netflix. No endorsement. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat or in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. Let's switch. Let's talk about sports, baby. From the stands of a sports fan, my man's Pots and Pans. Check this out. Starting with the NBA, got a couple topics we floating through. Ja Morant reportedly suspended indefinitely for at least 2 games from the Memphis Grizzlies for allegedly streaming himself on Instagram holding what appeared to be a gun at a nightclub hours after playing in Denver. He said in a statement through the agency that represents him that he takes full responsibility for his actions and that he was going to take some time away to get help. That's the best response. He's 23 years old. You got a daughter. 2-time NBA All-Star. Got so much potential. We've seen or heard about a lot of stories with Ja Morant recently showing his ass, pause, or him and his friends. They young millionaires. And they probably, I don't know for sure, but could be coming out of a situation or a lifestyle which they weren't accustomed to this type of attention or this type of money. So of course it's gonna take some adjusting, but that's no excuse. That's no excuse. Still gotta keep your head on the swivel. You gotta be smart, bro. You should have somebody in your ear that's telling you opposite of that BS. You should. The fact that he didn't lets me know you gotta clear out your circle, son. Other than that, prayers up. Hope everything goes. I ain't saying prayers up like I'm gonna pray for him, but hope everything go good for him. Steph Curry missed the last 11 games after injuring his left leg. Sorry, I had to look at that left leg. February 4th is when he missed that against the Mavericks. Now he's expected to return soon after missing 11 games. Shout out to Steph Curry. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He said he allegedly stole a triple-double. This is when he was playing, I forgot who he was playing. Oh, Washington Wizards. Playing the Washington Wizards, 10 seconds left, about 9 seconds left. He grabbed a defensive rebound. He went straight down to his basket, right? He knew he only needed one rebound in order to get a triple-double. He hustled down court, got near the rim, hesitated for a minute, threw the ball intentionally into the bottom of the rim, and then got the rebound back and caught it. Bro, now that I say that and think about that, that's funny as hell. Get that man his rebound. They saying they took it away after the officials saw it. They called it off and took the rebound away. They took the rebound away and took his triple-double away. The fact that he did this is funny, dog. Giannis, bro, just let you know, players are conscious of their stats. I don't care what they say at the end of the game. Yeah, man, I'm just I didn't even know I just broke that record, man. I'm just happy we got the win, man. The win. Shut up. Shut up. You know you was paying attention to your stats, bro. All players do. And this is a prime example of it. That was hilarious, bro. Get that man his rebound back. Give him his rebound back, bro. And then let's just talk about the Eastern Conference and Western Conference standing. The top 5 standings right now. Eastern Conference, 5. New York Knicks, who are on like a 9 or 10 game win streak right now. Shout out to the Knicks. Cleveland Cavaliers, number 4. Number 3, the Philadelphia 76ers. 2, Boston Celtics. And number 1, the Milwaukee Bucks. Celtics and the Bucks been flip-flopping, but they've been remaining in that 1, 2, or 3 spot. 76ers been flip-flopping also. Cleveland Cavs, 2, and the Knicks been bouncing in and out too. But it's going to get interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking at some great Eastern Conference standings right now. In the West, at number 5, Golden State Warriors, who then came up from like 7 or 8 or something like that, bro, in the number 5 spot after the All-Star break. They're doing their thing. And this is with Steph Curry coming back. They didn't even have Steph. Now he's just coming back. And they're in playoff contention, bro. Not even the play-in tournament. Number 4, Phoenix Suns. Kevin Durant just made his debut, I think Sunday or something like that. Saturday, just recently, but he's just starting. They're already in the 4th position in the West. Kevin Durant riding the wave again. But anyway, number 3, Sacramento Kings. I got to give all respect to them boys out there in Sac-Town. I love a mid-level market coming out of the ranks, coming up from the ranks, and getting they shine. Number 3 in the West, bro. I might be rooting for them, dog. I don't even know. I couldn't even name the top. They starting 5. I think the Aaron Fox or somebody. I think that's his name. He over there and he's showing his ass. That's just what I gotta say. Number 2, Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis, they still do good without Ja, so they gotta face a couple games without him. They don't even know how long, but at least 2. But they in the number 2 spot. Number 1, Denver Nuggets. With Jokic, who's looking to be a 3-peat MVP. He's averaging a triple-double right now. Do I agree with it? Statistically, if you're getting the numbers, do your thing. I'm not mad at it. He's not my favorite player to watch, but I don't often watch Denver anyway because I'm not from Denver. I respect the boys out there at Denver, Jordan Clark and Jokic and I forgot who else was out there. I respect what they got going on, 100%. Do y'all thing, man. But he just ain't entertaining to watch from my perspective. It ain't like he playing for my team. If he was playing for my team, I would agree. You can see the numbers and stuff, but he's just not entertaining. But other than that, shout out to the Nuggets, number 1 spot in the West right now. This is all after the All-Star break. That's all it. for the NBA. Let me know what you think. If you got any NBA comments, go off in the live chat or in the comments or call into the show. Speaking about the NFL, real quick, Derek Carr signed a 4-year deal with the Saints. Shout out to Derek Carr. He knew he was leaving the Raiders, so there he is. The Titans allegedly shopping Derrick Henry. They're allegedly, listen. The Titans, y'all haven't met expectations. Y'all been crumbling pretty much in the same spot in the playoffs last couple years. You got to make some changes. I feel like a lot of teams should be doing that right now. Obviously the Bucks with Tom Brady being gone. The Bills, oh yeah. Bills got to make some changes too. Ravens, couple teams got to make some changes, man. Saints, you see what I'm saying? So, also, I'm bringing that up with the running back because allegedly, I forgot what source I got this from. They're saying Lions running back Jamal Williams getting interest from the Panthers. Now, I don't know if the Lions are entertaining that. The point being, I hate it when we get a good momentum. This is what any Detroit sports team. We get a good momentum going, and then y'all want to make some changes. Some major changes, bro, to key players. What are you doing? We need to keep building, see what our height is, and then see what the value of people are, and make those changes then. I don't think we've even reached our peak. Keep our key players. But if we are, gonna trade a running back. Let's go ahead and get rid of Jamal Williams and get Derrick Henry. I would hate to see Jamal Williams flourish somewhere else, but Derrick Henry, boy, we need that. We need that. I wouldn't be mad. That's probably not gonna happen though. But let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments. USFL. The alternative to the NFL, that starts April 2023. I believe the preseason has already started, if I'm not mistaken. Just a couple weeks to that. So that's going to be interesting. College basketball, men's college basketball. We're getting close to March Madness. So let's talk about AP Top 5 right now. Top 5 men's basketball. Number 5, Purdue representing for the Big Ten. Number 4, Alabama basketball team. And number 4, men's basketball. All right now. Number 3 is Kansas. Number 2, UCLA. Shout out to the Bruins. And then you got number 1, Houston. Number 1 in the country on the Associated Press top 25 men's basketball. I was like, dang, I wasn't expecting that right there. But anyway, what the heck is that? All right, there we go. Yeah, that's it for men's college basketball. Switching it up. I think that's it. Let me know what you think in regards. March Madness coming up. It's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening. We'll see. It's a lot of upsets, so I really can't say for sure. So ending it with boxing and MMA real quick. Talking about Roy Jones Jr. against Anthony Pettis, April 1st in Milwaukee. Roy Jones Jr. doing his another retirement exhibition fight after he fought Mike Tyson, which we all thought Mike Tyson should have fought Holyfield, which I think they tried to do. But anyway, I'm not watching this, but it'd be good if you just want to see them in a ring, I guess. I'm there to see the knockouts. I'm not there just for the entertainment. You want to see knockouts? Gervonta Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. April 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. Jesus, I need to confirm that. Let me confirm that. Tank. Ryan Garcia. Tank versus Ryan Garcia. That is for April 22nd in Vegas. Yep, April 22nd in Vegas. Let me put that date down now. April 22nd. That's the official date. Who you got? Will we see a knockout? This is what they've said. Now, Ryan Garcia has been knocked down. Not knocked out, but knocked down. Tank has not been knocked down at all. Both undefeated. What are we looking at? Somebody about to lose that O. Very, very, very. I might have to go. I might have to pay for this. I'm not gonna lie. If one of the fellas ain't watching this fight, and if you see this right now, if y'all ain't paying for the fight, I might have to watch this at the crib. I'll pay for it. And if y'all fellas want to come, bring something. I'm with that though. I'm with that. But let me know who you think got that fight, man. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386. I appreciate you for kicking it with KC. We about to get up out of here. But first, thinking out loud real quick. Why is it in more than one situation where I'm in a store of some sorts and then I'm behind a woman who's probably placing an order or even purchasing something? Don't even matter. But she sits there with her purse in hand or on her shoulder, and then a person rings up the total, and then they okay. And then goes to their purse, and it's not even like the money's right there. They have to get the dollar bills first, then go get the change or dig through to get the. Why don't you have this in your hand already? Why do women get up to the counter and act surprised that they have to purchase stuff? Why is your card not in your hand already? Why is the cash not in your hand? You get up there with your purse on your shoulder, place the order like you ain't never been to Burger King before, taking 5 minutes. Then when you place your order, they tell you the total. Yeah. Okay, dollars, right? Hurry up! I'm on my lunch break. That's just me thinking out loud. Let me know what you think. Go off in the live chat in the comments or call into the show. 313-466-4386, man. I appreciate you for kicking it with KCMC, man. About to get up out of here. But first, need you to do me a favor. Kick it with KCMC on all social media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, which I am not that active, and Snapchat at KIWKCMC. That's Kick It with KCMC. Just the abbreviations. And go ahead, follow my sponsor, man. I want to thank my sponsor, Team Elite. Follow them on all social media, also Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. I don't think Snapchat, but TikTok. They at Team Elite 313 at TEAMELITE, and check out their premium urban-based athleisure wear. That's athletic leisure wear, athletic casual wear, t-shirts, sweatshirts, sweatpants, hoodies, tech fleece jogger sets, varsity sets, and more. It's all on their website, teamelite313.com. Ask your mom, baby. Yeah. Appreciate you for kicking it with KCMC again. Shout out to Team Elite for the merch. Living civil. We out here. Hey, man, do me a favor. If you got this far in the video, I need you to hit that like button for me. Hit that follow, that subscribe, hit the share, hit the subscribe, hit the alert also so you know when we're going live, because I might pull up and pop up on you at any time. Also, if you got a couple dollars, donate to the show so we can grow. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Thank you again. Hey, more content coming more frequently to Creative Content Media Curation. Make sure you follow, or I should say subscribe to the channel, and tell a friend to tell a friend. We're going to have more shows. We're gonna switch it up. I'm gonna have a separate show for sports and topics and subjects and all that, man. So I appreciate you for kicking it with KCMC. We up out of here.